So this is the San Paolo Stadium where we are going to be playing our home games whilst in charge of Napoli, and my own personal opinion, I think I prefer the Volkswagen Arena, because I know this is like an old Olympics track. Well, not old, they still use it as a track, and maybe that's why I'm not a big fan of the whole track around the pitch thing, but it is a fairly nice stadium, don't get me wrong, but I think I prefer the Volkswagen Arena personally, but that's just one man's opinion. Nobody's right. It's just an opinion. But it is fairly nice, though. I mean, just think of the stadiums we've had since we've been in charge of this career, where we had the Cup Stadium, Fortuna Dusseldorf, we had Austria Vienna, Wolfsburg's Arena, and now this one. So if I was going to rank them, I would maybe put Volkswagen Arena at the top, Dusseldorf second, maybe Cups, because Cups had a nice stadium, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to show you all the view that we will be having. I mean, we're obviously going to be down in the dugout, but this is the fans' view of the San Paolo Stadium, so I thought I'd use this as the intro to this episode, so we will cut on to the Champions League draw. What is going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to Club 5 episode 2 of the FM19 Brexit Manager, where Brexit means Brexit, and we have arrived at the Champions League group stage draw. Napoli have been seeded third, so we will have two big teams in our group if we're going to try and qualify for the next round. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw the first two seeds, because that's what we need to know. So we can't face any Italian teams, but there are a lot of tricky ties there. So we're going to do the usual 3, 2, 1 click. So first is Porto and Lyon, which I would much prefer over the other side. So 3, 2, 1, Olympiacos. Real Madrid and Man United. 3, 2, 1, Red Bull Salzburg. Man City and Barcelona. 3, 2, 1. It's Marseille. Right. Lazio Monaco. I wouldn't mind Lazio. We can't have Lazio Monaco because they're Italian. Forget about them ones. Wolfsburg and Liverpool. So Wolfsburg, our former team, and Liverpool, the team that I support. 3, 2, 1. Valencia. That would have been very interesting. So we can't have Milan, Borussia Dortmund. Right, so it's either going to be PSG and Juventus or Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. We can't have Juventus. They're Italian. So the only other choice we have is Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. So the Atletico Madrid rivalry continues, and we will have a chance to go up against Arsenal. That is an incredibly tough group. So the last team, who can we get? Who's the biggest team there? PSV? Celtic? I don't think it really matters at this point. We get, who was the fourth team? Anderlecht. So the team for the group stages has been drawn, and it's Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, and Anderlecht. That is a tough group. All the A's, and then we have Napoli. We've got to get a result against Arsenal or Atletico if we're going to get out of that group. We'll have to do the double against Anderlecht to even get out of that group, but we're going to have to beat Arsenal or Atletico if we're going to have any chance of qualifying. So I think as far as the schedule goes, we'll come back for Arsenal and Torino. So we are going to skip over Carpi, Inter, Empoli, Anderlecht, Sampdoria and Sassuolo, and we will come back for the Arsenal and Torino games. Absolute huge games in the Champions League coming up this season. We've arrived at the first Champions League game that we're going to be showing on camera today, which is the Arsenal game, but I'm showing you the league table first, as we are 6 games into the league. We are in third place, 15 points, won 5 games, lost the 1, so we are still in that title hunt, which, to be honest, I am secretly going for the title, but Champions League is what the board wants. I mean, you've got your top 6 there with Lazio, Inter, Napoli, AC Milan, Udinese and Juventus. I think those are the early front runners as far as top of the league goes. And the schedule has been since you left us. We had the Calgary game in the first game of the season. We beat Carpi 2-1. They did get a 90th minute goal, but Duta and Burgos grabbing the goals. Our only loss so far is a loss against Inter Milan in the league 3-1. We were dominant the whole game. I'm quite gutted we actually didn't win that game. Estrada scored within the 17 seconds of it kicking off, but they did grab 3 goals. They had 3 shots on target and scored 3 goals, and one of those goals was Bustos getting an own goal. So, what's that say about the type of game that Inter played there? But we did bounce back and hammered Empoli 3-0, but it was only until the second half we actually turned up. Diawara, Estrada and Militao grabbing a penalty at the end. And then a very disappointing 2-2 draw. We grabbed the first goal early in the second half. Burgos scored after, again, it was like 17 seconds into the second half. And then they scored 2 absolutely stunning goals. Doda with a free kick from 30 yards out. And Philippe with a 25-yard screamer for Anderlecht as well. So I really wanted to win that game because I know Atletico and Arsenal drew. So I was kind of hoping to win that game, but it wasn't to be. We did come back and beat Sampdoria 3-2, but they scored early on. I don't know what it is about early goals. Is it a thing in the new patch? I don't know, but another early goal for Sampdoria. We came back and went 3-1 up, but then they did grab a second goal in the 86th minute. A common theme is conceding late and conceding early at the moment. But then we did beat Sassuolo 2-0, Kusamaker grabbing 2 goals. So we do have Arsenal and Torino coming up today. I'm hoping we can get 2 wins from 2. But Arsenal, I think, is going to be the biggest one. So the team for the Arsenal game is as follows. We've got Murray in goal, Bustos, Militao, Selic and Sini at the back. Diawara and Cabellos in the middle. Estrada, Dusek and Duta as the attacking players. And Kusamaker is starting up front. But as we did drop points against Anderlecht in the first game, we really need to get a result at home against Arsenal. If we're going to have any real chance of getting out of this group, we need to start picking up points. So I'm going to say, pick up where you left off from last time. I have faith in you to make the difference. The team are motivated. The way the group is at the moment, we all drew our first game, so we're all on 1 point. But if we can get a home win against Arsenal, I think that's going to give us in a good position to get out of the group. So let's see if we can get the job done. 18 minutes in, the first highlight of this game. Duta's been in form since he's been at the club. Plays it to Dosek, lovely ball over to Sini. Can he cross it? He can. Clean away as far as Cabellos. Estrada now has a shot off the post. Off the post. And an early goal there would have made a huge difference. Free kick, Orlando whips in for Arsenal. Pellegrini's there. Almost in. Almost in. Come up to half-time, still 0-0, but I think Anderlecht are actually beating Atletico right now, which would be a really good result if that's the case, because if that, they'll blow the group wide open, and yeah, there we go, 1-0 up, away from home as well. I'm really hoping Anderlecht can hang on for that. We're going to give a calm, we're going to give a passionate, everybody dig deep, although they don't make much thing of that, but we tell them we have faith in them, so you'd all seem to be hyped up for that. Anybody underperforming? Anybody lacking fitness? Dosek's lacking a bit of fitness. So we'll move Cabellos up to advanced playmaker. And we'll bring on De Jong as a Mazzella just to mix things up in the second half. We'll get the second half underway. We've limited them to 1 shot on target. We've had the possession. We need to see something out of it. And is this going to be it? Estrada whips it in, head of the back post, and Kusamaker is there. That's his 5th goal of the season, and we are 1-0 up at home against Arsenal. We have taken the lead, and 2 games in, if results stay the way they are, it's going to be us and Anderlecht at the top of the group. Bert Leno couldn't even get a hand onto it, and it is 1-0 to Napoli. 63 minutes in, it's starting from the back with Militao. Bustos, the right wing back. Plays it inside, he's still making the run. Cabellos, he's going to find him. Bustos kept on running, crosses it. Duta is going to get there though to recycle it. What's he going to do? Passes to Sini at left back. Cabellos heads it down, gives the ball back. Arsenal on the counter-attack. Pitbull on the ball. I have not nicknamed him that. That is actually his name in the game. Ocampo finds Benel. Oh, it's a save. It's not Benel, it's Barella. Close enough, he didn't score anyway. 67 minutes. Sini, come on, if we can get a second goal here, that would really put the exclamation mark on this game. I'm not quite sure that's an actual saying, but it is now. Diawara. Can he find Emily De Jong? A little 1-2 between them. Cabellos. Kousmaika, can he shoot? No, he can't. And I think I've pronounced his name off 3 different times in this one game. But Diawara, come on, boys, come on. Find that opening. We're on the ball. We're just patiently keeping it just to find that opening. We're playing it right back to senior left back. Can he cross it? He beats his man. Crosses it. Estrada's on his own. Oh, it was a free header. Could have been 2-0. 73 minutes in. We'll make some subs. Diawara's looking a bit tired, so I'll bring on Narty on for him. One last sub. Who's going to be the difference maker? Burgos is on the bench as far as a striker goes. Cabellos is looking a bit tired, so I think I'll bring on Burgos. We'll move Kousmaika as a shadow striker, just to give him a hand up top and see if we can hang on for that win. Coming up to full time, we have held on for this win. Unless we do something really stupid at the end, we are going to get a win over Arsenal at home, which will put us top of the group with 2 points gap. There is the final whistle, and that is a huge result against Arsenal in the Champions League. I'm going to give a passionate, very nice victory. The boys have done really well there. And with Anderlecht Ramler drawing against Atletico as well, that is going to give us an upper hand in our quest to get out of this group. So we're going to look at the news articles. Vintage display ensures Napoli victory. We get some money, but more importantly, looking at that group, we are top. We are 4 points from 2 games, and with Anderlecht grabbing a draw against Atletico, it puts us in the driving seat as far as getting out of this group. But we are going to go focus back on the league, and we're going to show off an away game against Torino, who are in 7th place in Serie A. Before we play the Torino game, I forgot to add players from Wolfsburg to our former players shortlist. So who are we going to keep on our eyes on as we progress through this career? Obviously, Boggio and Mansour Bald were already there from when we were at their former clubs. Barcelona are sniffing around Mansour Bald. But we've got Angus Gunn, he's 31, Damjanovic, Pepe. I think we will keep on tabs of Verhoeven. He was a really good sign that we brought in. Mansour Bald, we don't even recognise Joe. They must have signed him in the summer. Spagius, Seegers was really good. We're definitely going to keep tabs on the doc. What a striker he was. We're going to put him on the former players shortlist. Klorban, Gruber came from the youth academy. I'd like to keep on top of him. He burst onto the scene for us. Bertrand Moreno, I'm going to add him on there as well, because he came in on loan. He only had 1 season, but he really made an impact on that left-hand side. Foyth, Elmbach is there as well. Toby, Pavlak, Diaz. Muhammad Ali is out on loan. They've loaned out Muhammad Ali. I'm going to add him to the shortlist. Who did they loan him out to? On loan to Stuttgart. That's a weird. Why did they let him go to Stuttgart? He had some really good signings, but I think that's the only players I'm going to put on the shortlist there. I mean, how are they doing anyway in the Bundesliga? I think they're first. Yeah, they're first, pretty much as to be expected. And who took over from me? Unai Emery. Unai Emery took over from us. He's a world-class manager. That's to be expected. But if we look at the shortlist for the former players, let's have a look and see who's on there. Because, we'll have a bit of a blast from the past here. So we've got Milan Maricic. He's playing in Finland. He was with us at Cups. Playing in the first division, though. I don't think that's the Premier League, is it? No, it's the league below the Premier Division. So Maricic has dropped down a league. Elmbach is playing at St. Pauli in Bundesliga 2. He was a good goalkeeper. Pence is still at Austria Vienna, although he is unhappy. Wants to move for a new challenge. Venuto's gone back to Brazil. He didn't really cut it towards the end, did he? But Abeja, who broke on the scene as he was in Dusseldorf's youth academy, he's still at Fortuna Dusseldorf. Kaká's now with 8.5 million. He was our first proper Brazilian signing when we were in charge of cups. He's had a cap for Brazil. Kaká's had a cap for Brazil. What? Only the one? But fair play, we scouted him from the beginning when we were in charge of cups. Almost 10 years ago we had him in the team, and he has turned into a really good player. I'll have to scout him. I think I will Put a cheeky little scout on him. How do I do that? Scout player, obviously. We're going to scout Kaká, see how good he is. Newballs with us at Dusseldorf. Miguel Luiz in Bologna, so we might be coming up against him this season. Franco Bella and Caetano still at Dusseldorf. I thought they might have moved on by now, personally. But, that's just the way it goes sometimes. They just haven't had those big moves as of yet. Santino still at Austria Vienna. He was a good winger. He's an inside forward as well. Not the best finishing, but he's got good everything else. We'll scout him as well. Although he is worth 26 million, so I don't think I'm going to be able to afford him. But we got Bertrand Moreno, Verhoeven, Gruber, Bold, Mansour Ball, wanted by Barcelona. Faldes from Austria Vienna to Wolfsburg. Added Boggio. Boggio's been followed throughout our career. And the Doc, who's worth £62 million. Oh, that is a fine list of players that we've had in charge of us. But we're going to focus back on Napoli, and this is going to be the lineup for the Torino game. It's going to be Murray in goal, Bustos, Militao, Baligna, and Cini at the back, De Jong and Cabellos in the middle, Estrada, Dusek, and Bracalo, and Kusameka is going to start up front. Oh, I can make more subs, because now I'm in Serie A, so I can put all these players on the bench. There we go, that'll do. Maybe I'll put Zakovic instead of Hasic. There we go. 12 subs in Serie A, mind. Unbelievable. But hopefully we should be able to get 3 points here against a very defensive-looking Torino. I'm going to say we've gone on a good run lately. Got out there and impressed me. We've only lost to Inter Milan in the league this season, and we need to keep up the pace with the top teams if we're going to be around about those Champions League places come the end of the season. But let's get this away game against Torino underway. We have an immediate highlight. 1 minute, 25 seconds in. Are we going to get an early goal? Or are we going to do something stupid and concede? Both of those outcomes are very much on the cards. But we're on the ball. So far, so good. De Jong to Bustos. He's going to have a lot of room on that right-hand side to run down. Can he find anybody? Crosses it. Goes to absolutely no one. Who's this highlight for, game? Who is this highlight for? Long kick from Torino. But hopefully Baligna is going to mop that up. It's a bit of a long highlight. We're going for a good solid minute now. But Estrada comes inside, finds Kusameka. Cabellos now. And it is a goal. I didn't think that would go in, but apparently it has. 1-0 to Napoli. And we do get a very much an early goal. And it is Dani Cabellos on loan from Real Madrid who gets that all-important early goal. Estrada on the wing comes inside. Kusameka has a shot blocked, but Cabellos with a low drive. Bit of a weak shot if you ask me, but doesn't matter how they go in, as long as they go in the back of the net. Come up to half-time, that's the only highlight we had, was in the first minute of the game. And we are still 1-0 up against Torino, which, if the game ended now, I'd very much take. So I'm going to say, don't get complacent out there. Although Cabello seems a bit losing confidence. We're going to give her, a calm. I can't see my microphone's in the way. I'm happy with your performance. Yeah, nothing specific noted. But as far as tactics go, 6.5 Estrada. No, not the best of games out there, so Zivkovic can come on for you. Again, Bustos on that right-hand side, not doing the best, but we'll give him 15 minutes. We'll see if he gets any better. We'll think about making some changes. But second half, still 1-0 to Napoli. 72 minutes, not a lot going on, although Bustos has improved. He's now on a 6.9, so it was a good chance to leave him on. We're going to move Cabellos up to advanced playmaker. And we're going to bring on Diawara for, the Dosek who's going to come off instead of the advanced playmaker. Anybody else I want to bring off? Anybody tired? I think that's the only change we'll make. But do we get another highlight in this game, or is it still going to be 1-0? Just the one highlight then it is. So we're coming up 10 seconds to the end of the game. Just that one long highlight we had. But that's fine. I'll take 1-0 away from home against Torino. That'll do me very nicely. So we do pick up all 3 points away from home. Dani Cabellos, the man getting the goal. I can say, well done. That was a good win for us, seeing as we were away from home. So 2 games on camera today and 2 wins on camera today. So we're going to give... who we're going to praise? Who was the man of the match there? Cabellos. We'll praise Cabellos. Superb amount of chances. you created. So league table wise, we are in second place, 1 point away from Inter Milan, who's the only team we've dropped points against this season. Although a lot of teams below us, like Lazio, Milan, Udinese and Juventus, all haven't played as of yet. So we're not going to know where we are until they play their games. But for next time, let's have a look who we've got. It's easy to see where our next game is going to be. I know it's only one game in advance, but we cannot pass up Atletico Madrid and Juventus doubleheader in there. And to be honest, that Atletico Madrid game is going to be very important for where we are in the Champions League. So we are going to come back for the Atletico Madrid game. I know it's only one game away, but I think it is important to show off the big games as we approach it. Plus, after that, we'll probably just skip ahead to the Roma game, because that's going to be the rivalry with Lazio is what we want to show. So we will come back next time for Atletico Madrid and Juventus. And I will leave you with a league table there. We do play Lazio in the game in between, and they are only 2 points behind us with a game in hand. So by the time you come back, by the end of next episode, who knows where we will be. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload the FM19 Brexit Manager every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT, and I will see you next time for a big doubleheader, Atletico Madrid and Juventus. Thank you very much for watching.